I apply that to kettlebells and calisthenics because I have noticed that people end up with similar issues. It takes a lot longer on average to get there, but it does happen. With barbells and dumbbells, I think it's absolutely essential. That's why I think, and a lot of people are not going to like me saying this, but that's why I think minimalist training, whatever it means to people, is not a great idea over the long run, unless you have a way of doing the minimalist training that's not going to, or that's less likely to push you uh, into this mess. And the reason I say, however you define it, is because uh, there are people I know who are very focused on minimalism, like my friend Pat. But his approach to it is such that you might be doing a minimal number of movements at any given time, but you're not locked in for, let's say, a year or 2 years of doing this before you move on. It's like you might do it for 3 or 4 weeks, and then you do something else that's minimalist where you're focusing on different movements. That's very different because that allows you to get enough balance in your body where you're perhaps less likely to encounter some of the issues that other people encounter. But I think with a barbell, unless it's for sports purposes, where it's like, all I'm going to do is bench and deadlift, for my track and field stuff, very different because you've got other things that you're doing and you're not trying to hit any records with, the bench and the deadlift, um, or any other movements that you're doing. I think it's very ill advised. And I think that for people who are training recreationally, over the long run, you're going to want a wider array of exercises and movements in your training so that you can achieve some level of balance before you try to reach a peak of some sort. And a lot of people don't try to do that. They just try to go straight for the peak. And, they end up like a lot of the people who try to summit Everest. They die either on the way up or on the way down. Maybe they don't die in the case of the exercise, but, there's going to be some sort of an issue that they're going to run into.